Hi everybody, tennis coach Robert Carlbo here. Today we're going to talk about the underhand serve. Okay, so the underhand serve is a very important part. It's the beginning of the actual serve, and it's also a way to get the ball started. So to go ahead and get started, the first thing we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and toss some balls. In fact, before we even toss the ball, we're going to go ahead and just talk about rolling the ball. So if you're bowling or something, and we're going to want to go ahead and try to make it as straight as possible. So I'm going to roll this ball, and I'm going to roll it, and it's going to come straight towards the line. So I'm aiming for the line. Then I continue with this progression to go ahead. I'll come a little bit closer here, and I'll take my hand and I'll trace this line and go forward. And my goal is to go ahead and make this go as straightforward as possible. I'm moving my arms in a similar way as if I were walking. My arms are just going back and forth. My arms are relaxed, just going back and forth. I could actually do this and just release the ball. That's what I'm going ahead and doing. We go ahead and continue with this progression, and we go ahead back, straight line, and forward. And we're going to go ahead and continue to get the ball over the net by going ahead and going up. So we want some height. So the higher we get this arm up like this, the better it's going to be. What we don't want to do is we don't want to go ahead and engage the wrist or the elbow. So we don't want to flick the wrist or go ahead and bend the elbow. Bending the elbow is going to cause some problems. Bending the wrist and the elbow is also going to give us some force, but the problem is we're not going to be as accurate. Too many moving parts here. This one here, we're going to go straight forward. The palm is going to be going forward, directing it with the palm. So we're going to go ahead and continue, and this time we're going to go ahead and get the racket involved. So we're going to go ahead and get something close to the continental grip. I'll talk more about the grips in another video. So I'm going to go ahead and have this racket on edge. So I'm going to put the racket down like this, on edge. And I have it here like this, straight forward. I don't want to bend or turn in any way, straight like this. I'm going to bring my racket up, take my hand, slide it down. The racket is still in this position. When I hold it like this, I'll have something close to the continental grip. And if I go like this, that will make sure that I do have it. Now we're just going to go ahead and continue with this progression, this tossing motion, but we're going to turn the body sideways. So the first few I started like this, but now I'm going to turn my body sideways. We can actually go ahead and do a tossing motion sideways too. So let me go ahead and talk about the feet. So my foot, my right foot, my dominant foot on this side here is going to be parallel with, right now I'm closer, so I'm right here at the service line, so the service line here. And then I'm going to have my left foot pointing towards the net post about 45 degrees. So 90 degrees, 45. And my foot here is going to be right on the line, so straight line here. So I'm going to go ahead and bring a ruler here so you can see it, make it a little more clearer here, I hope. So I'm going to have this ruler here, and I'm going to have my feet like this. So the ruler is also straight. So I'm bringing my foot up like this, okay? And I'm going to take this racket here, I'm going to draw a line, okay? And when I draw the line, I don't want the line to go this way or that way. It's just going to go straight. So I'm going to draw a line, maintaining this grip. If the racket tilts either way, the grip is going to change. So I'm going to keep it here like this, draw a straight line back, and then I'm going to get to this position, and then I'm going to come forward this way. So straight line back, and then forward. So I'm going to go ahead and put this ruler down here. I have a ball in my hand, draw a straight line, release the ball, and hit. I know that for some of you know this, but some of you may not know this. A serve, all that's required from the serve is that you serve from the proper position in the backcourt, but you have to hit the ball in the air. So the ball doesn't bounce and then you hit it straight in the air. So let's go ahead and do this again. My left hand, what I'm going to do to make sure that I'm able to hit it in the right spot, I'm going to have it right above my left foot. So right by my left foot like this, okay? So when I drop the ball, it's going to be here, and when I take my hand and come forward, it's going to connect, okay? If my hand is here, I drop the ball here, I'm going to miss it. So it's very important that your hand is over here at 45 degrees. So to get that, to make sure and to pay attention to that, I usually have my left hand at 45 degrees, my racket pointing straight, the two connect. Then we draw a line in the sand, stop here, drop, and forward. And when we're doing this, we're looking for accuracy, okay? So we're just getting the ball started, so hitting the ball as straight as possible. Now, if I wanted to go ahead and change this, I would just go ahead and move this line. Let's say if I were serving to the ad side, this way. And what I would generally like to do is aim for the middle first. So I have this here like this. Same situation, I'm going to draw a line to here and forward. Everything stays the same. My foot is still at 45 degrees. Basically, I just brought this foot forward and backward, just changing it forward and backward. This one stays at 45 degrees. If I want to go ahead and serve to the deuce side, I would do the same thing here. Okay, I'll just leave it there like that. And I'm going to point towards the target, draw a straight line, and then forward. I'll go ahead and move this here so it's not distracting. So we come over here, have this here and here, point, draw a straight line, slowly, drop, and forward. And this is a way to go ahead and get the point started. For many players, the overhand serve, this one here can cause a lot of problems for older players, creating injury and so on. And having the control of the softball is very important, because even as a tennis teacher myself, I have balls here and I feed balls over and over and over. Those are basically underhand serves. Okay, I'm using the Continental grip. They're very fast-paced serves there. If we go ahead and continue with this, and we'll talk more about this in another lesson, I have my line here, and instead of stopping at this spot here, I now continue up here, and that will create the overhand serve. So this gives me a foundation. So I go here, I'm going to do a static serve, which means my foot is going to be still. I point at the target, okay, just like I did before, draw a line, get the hand up, hit, and that's the beginning of my overhand serve. So again, this is the beginning of the serve. This is a continuation to get the overhand serve going. Thank you all very much. I appreciate you watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you enjoyed it, please subscribe to the video and hit the notification bell so that you know when we have new videos coming out. And I look forward to seeing you. Again, if you want to contact me, my name is Robert Carlbo, and I'm at robert@carlbotennis.com. Thank you very much.
For more information on Carbo Tennis, visit www.carbotennis.com. If you wish to email Coach Robert, please do so at robert@carbotennis.com, or visit his Facebook page at www.facebook.com/carbotennis. Tennis for the people. This video was an ADCI LLC production and was filmed at the North Pinellas YMCA located in Palm Harbor, Florida.